Hey everybody, welcome back to Mark That Complete. I am Mark. Today we're going to be talking about my video game console collection. My console collection spans 46 years from 1977 all the way until today in 2023. I've got 30 consoles here to show you today. Most of them I still play, a couple of them I don't play at all. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell notification. It helps me out a lot. Without any further ado, let's jump right into today's video. First up, we've got the Atari 2600, originally released in 1977. I was gifted this by a friend I used to work with absolutely for free. It was just collecting dust in his attic. I've never played it, but it is very cool to have. Next up, we've got the Magnavox Odyssey 2, released in 1978, which is basically just a giant, ugly keyboard that apparently plays video games. And at that time, the controllers were actually attached to it. There is no taking them off, so it's very hard to display, and that's why it sits in my attic. Here we have the Commodore 64, released in 1982. This is basically a home computer that could play video games. If you believe it or not, it was $600 when it came out. And think about the PS5 being $500 when it came out. Pretty crazy. This gets no love from me at all. I think it's absolutely hideous. It has a keyboard and a monitor with it that all stay up in the attic where they will hide forever because it's just disgusting. Here we have the NES, the original Nintendo Entertainment System, released in 1985 in North America. This is a classic console that still gets a lot of love from me to this day. It is plugged in, and we have The Legend of Zelda still in it, still rocking it, plays like a charm. Next up, we have the Super Nintendo. I got this for Christmas, I think in 93 or 94. This was the first video game console I ever got in my life, and this is the first game I ever got. This is Super Mario All-Stars. Very happy to have this. Still runs to this day very wonderfully. I have a lot of games for this console that I still boot up from time to time. We have the SEGA Genesis with Sonic 2 in it. I never had Segas growing up. Bought this a few years ago. Runs very nicely, and I do play Sonic 2, and I believe I have Mortal Kombat for it as well. And here we have the SEGA Saturn. Again, I didn't have this as a kid. This is an interesting console because it has a cartridge input and a disc input, which I don't even know how to open it. Here we go. I have Virtua Fighter 2 inside, and I've played it a total of maybe 2 times. We've got a PlayStation 1. This is actually my wife's. She has Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 for it, and I still play that every once in a while. But anytime I want to boot this up, it's because I want to play Final Fantasy VII the way it's supposed to be played, with that classic 3-disc feel. Got the Nintendo 64. I got this for my birthday when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I had a birthday party at Dairy Queen. Vividly remember opening this up and flexing in front of all my friends. I got Super Mario 64, classic console. Zelda Ocarina of Time is sitting in it right now. Still play that every once in a while. Star Fox 64 goes into rotation here and there too. Love this console. Got the GameBoy Color. This is another console that is technically my wife's. It still works as well. Hear that boot up. Pretty nice. Got Tetris in there. I got the 2 Game & Watch special edition releases, the Super Mario Bros. One as well as the Legend of Zelda. The Zelda one I did take out of the box. I use it as a clock. I've tried playing it. The screen's way too small. So once I tested this one out, I decided to leave the Mario one in its case. I thought these were going to be worth something someday. Turns out you can find them pretty much anywhere. Joke's on me. Got the PlayStation 2 for any time I want to play Metal Gear Solid, the GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Dark Cloud, DBZ, anything like that. I go right to the PS2, best selling system of all time. Runs like a champ in 2023. Got a PSP. Got this back in 8th grade. Got to remember the classic UMD discs that Sony thought was apparently going to take off somewhere. Got Untold Legends here, but it still runs, and yeah, PSP, man, used to be the shit. I heard Nintendo's re-releasing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on Switch. Good thing I already have it for my GameCube. GameCube's one of my favorite consoles of all time. It is very hard to collect for. To buy GameCube games in 2023 is very, very expensive. I do have Paper Mario for this, and it cost me about $150. Got the original Xbox. I'm sure the center of it right now is see-through due to my green screen. Sorry about that. But it's another classic console that I go to when I want to play stuff like Halo. If I don't feel like playing it on Game Pass and I want to play it with the Duke controller, I can go back and do that with this and get that classic Halo feel. Got the original Xbox 360, released in 2005. I have vivid memories of going to Walmart and going to the electronics section and playing the games like this on a TV, playing Call of Duty 2, waiting for this to come out. This is broken because it got the red ring of death, but I still keep it because it's the original design and I just like to look at it. And since that Xbox 360 is broken, I went ahead and bought a Xbox 360 Elite. I actually just got this not too long ago. I was playing Oblivion, Blue Dragon, and Lost Odyssey on it. Really awesome. I'm so glad to have a 360 that actually works in my collection. And I planning on playing Halo 3, but I'm probably not going to get to it anytime soon because 2023 is just absolutely crazy with video game releases. Got the original PlayStation 3. This is one of my favorite console designs ever in this piano black with that rip-off Spider-Man text on there. I loved the PS3 when it came out. This was the first console I ever bought with my own money. I was working in Subway at the time, playing games like Resistance, Fall of Man, Untold Legends, Dark Kingdom. Really hit home for me, taking me back to high school. And the thing about this particular PS3 is it does not work, but I wanted to buy it anyway just because it's something to look at, and because it didn't work, I got it for like $20. And since that PS3 doesn't work, I went ahead and bought myself a PS3 Slim. This one does work. I play it often. We have Final Fantasy 13 in it right now. I was playing it a few months ago, and this one works like a charm. I've been really meaning to go back and play Metal Gear Solid 4, but I just haven't had the time. We have the Nintendo Wii. It is the launch edition, has the GameCube controller slots and the memory card slots. I like to play this every once in a while when I feel like just torturing myself and trying to swing those Wiimotes around as if and pretend like they ever actually worked properly in the first place. Thank God that Skyward Sword's on Switch now. Got the PlayStation Vita. I traded my buddy my Xbox Series S for this, and I think that was a really great deal because these are still pretty expensive to find in 2023, and the games are pretty good for the small catalog that it has. I've got games like Persona 4 Golden, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, God of War HD Collection, and so on. I've got the SNES Classic and the PlayStation 1 Classic. This one, not really worth my time. This one, however, has a really great value to it. I don't plug them in and play them because I have their original consoles, obviously, and I have all the games I want for them already. I've got Nintendo's failure, the Wii U. This is a dust magnet and a half. I can't stand it. Every time I wipe this thing down, within like 10 seconds, it just looks like complete shit again. But I am very happy I have the Wii U. I'm one of the few people that really like this console. I have every Zelda imaginable for it. I've got Super Mario RPG on here, a bunch of random games actually. I bought a bunch of stuff before the eShop closed down. I love my Wii U. I'm glad I have it. I will never ever get rid of this Wii U. Got my PS4 Pro. I still use it from time to time just because if I want to fire up a PS4 game, I don't want to take up the space on my PS5. I do leave it unplugged though because this thing gets hot and it just heats this room up very, very quick and it sounds like a jet. Alright, we've got the original Xbox One, the VCR version. I actually like this console design. I don't think anybody on earth agrees with me at this point, but pretty much what I use this for at this point is a streaming box. I have it on this TV over here so I can watch movies while I'm playing my Xbox Series X over on my monitor. Now, obviously, like I just said, here's my Xbox Series X. I play the crap out of it, as I should be because it's the current Xbox. I do really like the design. It's very simple, minimalistic. I did order the Starfield console wrap for it, which should be coming in next month. I'll probably make a video on that. I'm really excited to see what that looks like on here. I've got my Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Edition Switch OLED. I play the crap out of my Switch. Who would have thought? I have more games on here than I know what to do with. That is an awful lot of games. Let me go through that again. The sound of my bank account crying. I don't know why I have hundreds and hundreds of games on here. I guess it's because I love the Switch and it's my favorite console of all time, hands down. And last but not least, we have the Spider-Man Edition PS5, which I made a video on a few days ago, unboxing the thing actually. Again, it's a completely beautiful system. I'm so lucky I actually got the opportunity to find these plates for retail price because they're going on eBay right now for $200. So while this isn't my favorite console of all time, probably number 2, this has to be my favorite looking console of all time. It's just really, really cool. And guys, that's going to do it for my console collection video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you were asking for it for a while. It's going to take me a very long time to put my game room back together. It is a complete disaster. There are consoles and wires and controllers everywhere, and I am just getting the worst anxiety over right now, but that's okay because you guys wanted the video and I gave you the video. What did you think of the video? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to hit that bell notification, the subscribe button, and leave a like. It does help me out. We're on a road to 750 subscribers. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark. This has been Mark That Complete. Have a good rest of your night.